What's up, mi gente? Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do an EDC video, but not just an EDC dump. I wanted to talk about like each of the products that I will dump out and talk about why I chose it and how I like it. Not just showing you guys, oh, this is what it's in my pocket and so on. When I say EDC, these are the things that I carry on me. Instead of using my like sling bag or fanny pack, which I do use a lot, but more so when I'm out with the family. But this is like my day-to-day. These are the things that I carry on my person when I'm not using a sling bag and or a fanny pack. So let's get into it. First and foremost, have my keys, right? Need those. The only thing I really keep on my keychain most of the time is this little Kershaw. It's just a little Kershaw flip knife, very, very small. It's on the keychain. I keep it there because this is what I use to open boxes, little things like that. Like I don't care about about the blade, but it's got a nice little small sharp blade on there. It's got a bottle opener on the one side, so it serves purposes if I need to open with a bottle opener. But nice little keychain there. I don't know the exact name of this Kershaw knife. It might say it here. The Kershaw. It's like a Hinderer design, right? So, but it's a 1025 KAB. So if you guys are looking for it, just a small little knife. I keep that on my keychain, but that's basically it. Besides my car key, not much. A little lanyard attachment. I don't keep much on my keys there. Sunglasses, of course. Usually they're going to be Oakley's, Holbrooks, most likely. I love them. Lenses, depends if I'm, depends on where I'm going out, but Oakley's, Holbrooks, right? Always got on me. Watch, love the Garmin Sapphire Pro, the 7. This is the 7 Pro, right? Do I have it right? Man, there's so many models. I know the 8 came out. Yeah, this is the Phoenix 7X Pro with the sapphire glass. If you could see it there, I'm using the T-Rex arms. They have like an app for the watch face. Super cool. Has like a topographical map on there, like the T-Rex logo. A lot of people ask me about that app. You can get it free on T-Rex's app site. But again, great watch, GPS, etc. If you know about Garmin watches, super great watch there. Let's get into dumping on my pocket. I'll save my EDC for the end. So usually on my right side, I always carry a knife. This right here is the Ronin knife made by Spartan Blades, right? They did a collab. It's a nice little short like tanto blade style knife with not so much like a carabit because it doesn't have that curve to it, but it does have the ring right here. And it's nice and thick. I do like that because you could use it as a striking tool if you needed to. It's got the what's the flip style when you're taking out of your pants, the forget the knife, the Emerson, right? The Emerson clip on there, which is great for just coming out of your pocket and the blade being open. I really like this knife. I carry a lot of different knives. I have some Spyderco Benchmates, but I really like this Ronin. I think it's the Ronin Shinto, maybe. I could be wrong. Check me on that one. I'll put it in the video. I'll put the exact name on it, but I've had this for a while. Really nice knife, and like I said, I do like it because it has that ring attachment, so you could really hold on to it. And like I said, if you want to use it as a striking tool, you can. It has a really diesel ring there, not like a little flimsy one. So Ronin knife there. Basically always on me. On the right side, I carry little Pry Tool. Also has a bottle opener. It's made by Gerber. It's the the Gerber. I got it on Amazon. It was like 15 bucks. Let me see if my Amazon still has it. The Shard, right? So it's got a little pry bar in there, bottle opener, nice little clip. Doesn't weigh much. It's got like a nice little like topographic map on there, like for a logo. But just in case you need to pry anything, nice little clip, small. Always have it on me. I always like carrying an EDC light on me. That I go through a bunch. Before this was like a stream light, a macro stream, or sometimes a thin stylus, or like a ProTac mini. Don't think they make that anymore. But this guy here, I did a video. I've been carrying this guy a lot. It's the Woobin T4. Ooh, almost dropped it. Woobin T4 with the APC ring. I like that ring because one, it has a nice little titanium spike that you could use for striking, or if you need to break glass. Has the lockout, so you could change. You could lock it so it's in your pocket. It won't go off. You press the tail cap there, but it has a function like a duty function and a tactical function, and then it goes through 850 lumens, but very, very bright light, nice, rechargeable, really well made, small. Look, it fits in the palm of my hand, so it doesn't. You don't even know it's in my pocket. The ring you could switch, so I like it this way, so it you know, so I have it like if I want to use it as a strike tool, but you could also change it up where. You could still use it as a strike tool, but you know, you could reverse it, you know, the other way, sorry. So you have option with there. I just like it this way, but if you want it to have more of like a different style clip on it, you can. It also came with an EDC clip, which would be nicer to just run in your pocket, but you would have to take the ring off of it. So you have options with it. It comes with a blue anodized, you know, nice little EDC clip, but I just keep it in my pocket and you don't even know it's there. Head into my wallet, right? Always carry my wallet on me. Simple wallet, not like a Ridge or anything. One, because I always carry my credentials as a law enforcement officer. Guys, if you know of a nice wallet that's like one of those Ridge styles where you can adapt a badge to it, let me know in the comments. That's what I've always had trouble with, a wallet. I'd like to run one of those things like Ridge wallets or things like that, but I never have a place to put my badge. ID, yes, IDs are easy, and cards, right? This is just a snap-on wallet that I got for free. It's just like a bifold, but it does give me an area to have, like I said, my badge on there. So wallet, just keep, you know, some cards, really some cash folded up in there. In my wallet, I do carry one of those thin tools that has, you know, like a little pry bar. It has some hex keys, you know, if you need to, you know, use it as a tool. It's kind of like a flat multi-tool, has a little bottle opener in there. It's got a lot of functions. You have a little, almost like a seatbelt cutter style thing. I believe this is made by, it's the Tool Card Pro, made by, geez, I don't forget, but it's got inches, it's got measurements. Can't remember. I want to say maybe Gerber, but I could be wrong. It's the Tool Card Pro. Just slides right in, size of a credit card. So that's really just my wallet. I always carry a tourniquet on me, and it's going to be the Snake Saf Systems ETQ Wide Gen 2. This is the new updated version. They changed the windlass. They changed the like the carabiner clip. There's no more chem light in it, which a lot of guys said, you know, would inertly go off. So, but super small. Like you could keep this in your front pocket, you would never know it's there. I keep it in my back pocket. If you have other pockets, like if I'm wearing a cargo pant, it goes right in. Takes up no room. Super, super great. Opposed to a cat. Before this, I carried a cat. They're just bigger, a little harder to conceal. But a lot of guys even put this in their waistband, or you could adapt it to holsters and whatnot if you're carrying inside the waistband, which I am carrying, but I'm utilizing it with the sidecar, and I'll show you guys in a second. But tourniquet, I think you should always carry. This is the minimal medical that I'll carry. Like if I'm carrying my sling bag or a fanny pack, I have chest seals, etc. That's going to be in the car if I need it, but on me, you know, I just like to have a tourniquet, and this is a great tourniquet because they're small, super, super concealable. All right, so I got that, talked about that. Guess that's pretty much it on my pockets. I don't carry much. And then let's go into my ADC setup here. So this is a tier 1, the newer one, the APX holster by them. I really, really like it. This is the holster where the sidecar has like a honeycomb grid, and you could mess with the cant of your for your reload on your sidecar for your magazine, which I like. I have it canted very much to the, like on a 45, just with the angle. You know, it's a little faster on reloads. I really like it. I also have their wedge system in, which brings it out. I'm gonna take the mag out. There's not one in the chamber because I was making the video, but so you can see clear for the video. inside, I'll go through it in a second. I'll tell you what I got carrying on here, but I have that wedge system. This is their 2.25 inch. It's their wide. If you're running a light, you should do their wide. If you're just running the pistol with no weapon light, you could get their, or like regular, they're a little thinner, but this helps it cant here, so the gun sits a little on imprints less, all right, inside. So it's nice, it's comfortable, kind of, you know, gets away from the hot spots. And like I said, there's that angle. You could change this angle more, or you could change this up. I really like this holster. This was newer. Before this, I always ran their other holsters, which had the shot cord. I have one over here. I'll show you guys, like this style, which the shot cord. Their holsters are very comfortable because they conform to your body. But once they brought out this APX, I just liked it because you could change the angle, right? You can't on this guy. Also, cool thing about these holsters, if you don't want to take the side, have the sidecar, you could remove them. You know, just 2 screws, take them out, and you could just run it as just a holster with no sidecar. But I always like running the sidecar. So in OD green, their APX holster. I think it's P. I know they did a collab with somebody, but really one of the best holsters. I really switched to this one. I have about 3 or 4 of these for different firearms. I've always used these, but once they came out with the APX, I really love this holster. What I'm carrying today, I carry multiple guns, but it's usually going to be a Glock. There's a Glock 45 Gen 5 with a EPS carry, Holosun EPS carry in green, Ronin edition, so it's got the Ronin logo. I also have the Ronin black backplate. It's got a TRL 7, so a little smaller weapon light than carrying like a TRL 1. You know, just brings it a little more slimmer. What else? It has got a Zafari precision slide and a train with a purpose trigger, Talon and grip on the grip here. Magwell is an SLR Rifle Works. I think they're the best magwells for Glocks. That and the Zev I've always really liked. And what else? I've gone through it pretty much. Internals is pretty much stock. I don't really change the springs, especially on my carry. It's a 4.5 pound trigger about, and it's got a Strike Industries extended mag catch for just a little ease on the mags, just, you know. And that's pretty much it. Yep, EPS carry. I got XS sights with tritium front black on the back, and great little gun. Glock 45, love it. It's got the full size grip. My other carry is very similar, which is what this holster for is. It's a SIG P320X carry, so basically the same size as your Glock 45. That's really the size that I carry. You can't tell, and this is a tight shirt, this Faro Concepts shirt. It's hot out today, and you know, you couldn't even see that I was carrying. The holster does a great job, but and I got, you know, just some undercuts that I did on it. So that's basically the, you know, everything I've done to it. Is there a different guide rod spring? Different guide rod spring in here as well. 16 pound. So it's been, you know, no stock barrel. I don't really change the barrels on my Glocks, but usually the trigger. And like I said, it's got the extended slide lock there for just easier, you know, slide manipulation. And that's basically it. Like I said, the holster for the Glock 45 with the sidecar. Check that out. Awesome holster from Tier 1. So we got that. And for the belt, it's the Hunter Constantine belt, the Tier 1 version of it. So you could get them from Hunter Constantine, and I've done a video on this before, but I'll take it off just to show you guys. You could get it from Hunter Constantine's website itself, or you could get it from Tier 1. They did a collab. The reason I like the Tier 1 is they give you 3 hooks for your belt. The Hunter Constantine gives you 2. Now there's plenty of adjustment. It doesn't matter, but I like that I had a third just to give it a little, you know, to have a little more tightness with it. But if you haven't seen this belt, it's basically elastic around so it moves with you when you bend over, and the front basically has like a steel blank going through it, so it's very, very rigid. That's what stays here in the front, and you carry. Super comfortable belt because it's really simple. It's all elastic, so as you're sitting, moving, the belt expands with you. Other belts that I wear all the time is like Core Essentials, the ratcheting, also very nice, but they're rigid. So it depends. Like winter time where I have like a hoodie, like bigger clothing, I use my Core Essentials a lot more. But if I'm rocking shorts or it's summertime, I'm just wearing these Hunter Constantine belts. I think are one of the best EDC belts to have. Super comfortable. They're about $100, so very similar to all the belts out there. The holster, and because I know a lot of guys, oh, tier 1's expensive. Yeah, I mean, but you know, all holsters are going to be about 75 to 150 bucks depending on the options, like if you're going for colors and all that. But with tier 1, they really make a nice holster, well thought out, you know, really hugs your body the right way, and super cool with the cant of the your sidecar. And that's basically it. Like I said, most of these products I've used for a long time, and I've gone through different things, like different holsters. Like I have some T-Rex, I have Tenacore, but I just really like the tier 1. I almost have like 4 or 5, but they're more the shock cord version. This is my first APX and love it. Next time I'll only get APX holsters when I get them for my other firearms. And like I said, that's basically it. I keep it simple, you know. Always have I think these are if you haven't checked out Snake Staff Systems ETQ wide, give them a look. This is their new Gen 2. It just came out about 2 months ago. Super great to conceal. Knife wise, I do go through, like I said, many knives, but the Ronin is just one of my go-to knives. And EDC Light, another one like I said, I go through too, but check out the Woobin T4. And that's it, guys. That's basically my EDC for 2025. I don't see it changing much. It's pretty much fine-tuned the way I like. The only thing that changes more out of here is, like I said, the holster and what firearm I'm carrying. Where I'm going to do a Glock 48 because maybe I'm wearing shorts, and you know, like today I'm wearing jeans, but if I'm wearing shorts, might be a little more you know, low profile. But that's the only thing that really changes is what I'm carrying, like knife and holster and firearm. The rest, you know, I've been carrying this Woobin for a while. Always carry this little pry bar with me, tourniquet, watch. I'm not saying you have to go get a Garmin watch. These things were expensive. I'm not a watch guy. I had an Apple Watch, just really didn't use it for the purposes. Like I wouldn't talk through it, and you know, I saw a buddy with one of these. He had one that you could put all your ballistic info in, their tactics, but it was up there. It was like $1,500. When I got this thing was like a little over $1,000. So they're expensive. Not saying you need a Garmin watch, but they're nice because they give you GPS, they give you a lot of data. I still even don't know all the functions, you know, I'm still learning, but great watch there. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions on the EDC, let me know. Guys, like I said before, let me know if you know of a really good wallet for you, you know, guys that are law enforcement out there that you need to carry your credentials. You know, I hate carrying 2 wallets. One wallet with my credentials and one, you know, I could carry a Ridge wallet, but I don't want to carry 2. So if you guys have any idea of a good in between, let me know. And I appreciate you guys all like and subscribes and all the, you know, all the support I've been getting. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Dale.